Once upon a hush, beneath the eternal velvet of night, where whispers roam and lullabies linger, there existed a realm ruled not by swords nor crowns, but by song. In this place of forgotten moonlight, stories breathe between shadows, and one tale awaits you now. A tale of devotion, a tale of dusk and dawn, a tale of the fall of the vampire empress. Once upon a time, in a realm cloaked under starlight and silence, there lived an empress with crimson eyes and a heart as warm as candle flame. Though her people feared the night, she embraced it, guiding her kingdom of whispering halls and veiled roses with wisdom, mercy, and grace. But peace is fragile where eternity lingers, and power, true power, summons envy like blood in still water. As kingdoms clashed and ancient allegiances withered, the Empress stood between salvation and shadow, her fate entwined with a mortal she should never love, and a betrayal she never saw coming. Now, her throne is no longer carved from obsidian, but from memory, and her lullaby becomes our legend. Will we face the darkness to discover light, or shall shadows prevail? Welcome to Arabella the Melody Teller. The Fall of Vampire Empress begins. Story Preface. The Vampire Empress, a melodic tale of twilight and dawn. In the profound depths of Nocturna's night, a realm shrouded in veils of darkness, Empress Seraphina stood upon the palace balcony. Her eyes, beautiful as stars in a moonless night, gazed across the vast empire, while her heart beat with hope and magnificent dreams. Her silver moon hair fluttered in the nocturnal breeze like a stream of moonlight flowing forth. She could feel the love and loyalty emanating from her people, a sensation warm and sweet as honey in springtime. She spoke with a gentle voice, like the sound of a harp in the night. I believe we can create a new world, a world where vampires and humans dwell together in peace. The breath of night seemed to pause momentarily, listening to her melodious voice. She gazed upon the vast expanse of land, her heart overflowing with benevolent hope. Vampires and humans each possess precious gifts to share with one another. We need only open our hearts and give each other opportunities. But then a dark clouds of fear began creeping in like toxic mist spreading across the land. Whispered rumors and malicious gossip spread like wildfire in drought season, breeding distrust and suspicion that grew with each passing moment. Peril was creeping closer. The complete tale. In the profound depths of Nocturna's night, a realm shrouded in veils of darkness, Empress Seraphina stood upon the palace balcony, her eyes, beautiful as stars in a moonless night, gazed across the vast empire, while her heart beat with hope and magnificent dreams. Her silver moon hair fluttered in the nocturnal breeze, like a stream of moonlight flowing forth. She could feel the love and loyalty emanating from her people, a sensation warm and sweet as honey in springtime. She spoke with a gentle voice, like the sound of a harp in the night. I believe we can create a new world, a world where vampires and humans dwell together in peace. The breath of night seemed to pause momentarily, listening to her melodious voice. She gazed upon the vast expanse of land, her heart overflowing with benevolent hope. Vampires and humans each possess precious gifts to share with one another. We need only open our hearts and give each other opportunities. But then, dark clouds of fear began creeping in like toxic mist spreading across the land. Whispered rumors and malicious gossip spread like wildfire in drought season, breeding distrust and suspicion that grew with each passing moment. In human villages, the sharp cries of rebel leaders echoed like cracked bells, producing discordant sounds. The Empress plans to subjugate us. She is deceiving us to build an even greater vampire empire. Fear and hatred spread among the people like poison coursing through veins. The rebel leader continued shouting, his voice filled with vengeance. We must overthrow her before it's too late. Empress Seraphina sensed the mounting tension, like lightning gathering in the sky before a great storm. She sent emissaries to negotiate, hoping that words of peace could extinguish the flames of war that were beginning to blaze. Soon, her emissary addressed the human council, his voice deep and gentle, yet heavy with gravity. I beseech you all to listen with open hearts. Empress Seraphina desires only peace and prosperity for everyone, whether vampire or human. But those pleas fell into silence, like seeds dropping on stone, unable to sprout into saplings of peace. On a dark and horrifying night, cries of rage echoed across the land like the roars of starving beasts. Human rebel groups within the empire, driven by fear and bitter hatred, breached the borders of Nocturna.
The rebel leader's shouts rang out amid flames and smoke, like the sound of demonic trumpets announcing death's arrival. Burn everything! Kill them all. Leave not a single vampire alive. They destroyed everything in their path, like a sandstorm sweeping away people's dwellings and homes. Innocent vampires fell like autumn leaves, leaving trails of devastation behind. Empress Seraphina grieved deeply, her heart shattered like glass struck by an iron hammer. Her beautiful eyes shed ruby tears like streams of anguish flowing forth. She spoke through her emissary, her voice trembling with profound sorrow. I beseech you once more, stop this bloodshed. We can still find a solution together. I am ready to negotiate and seek fair agreements for all parties. But her pleas were met with hostility like giant waves crashing against cliffs. The human leaders, their hearts consumed by fear, declared full war against Nocturna. The once peaceful nights of Nocturna now filled with sounds of battle and lamentations of the fallen, like an endless song of sorrow. Empress Seraphina was forced to protect her people, leading armies into battle, yet her heart remained heavy with pain. She spoke to her loyal general, her voice soft as night wind. This is not what I desired, but if this is the only path to protect our people, I must take it. The fighting continued with fierce and terrible intensity, like an ocean of blood and tears clashing in madness. Despite their strength and immortality, the vampires still struggled against the human armies, numerous as swarms of termites. Amid the chaos, traitors within Seraphina's court saw an opportunity to seize power, like venomous serpents waiting to strike their prey unto death. The traitor whispered to his allies, his voice cold as winter ice. She is too weak. She no longer deserves the throne. We must deal with her for Nocturna's future. With ambition and vengeful fire burning in his chest, the traitor crept into the palace at midnight like a shadow crawling into dreams, and used a cursed blade to pierce the Empress's body. Seraphina spoke with a fading voice, like the last petal falling in autumn. Why? I only wanted peace. With her final breath, Seraphina cursed the traitor, her voice echoing across the universe like the sound of fate's bell. May your soul never find peace. May your sins haunt you for eternity. And may this endless war consume everything until people learn the value of peace and understanding. Her curse spread across the land like waves of tremendous energy shaking the universe's core, beginning an endless war that would devour both humans and vampires, like a deep abyss opening wide to swallow all life. The war continued, growing more brutal by the moment, like hellfire blazing without end. Both sides suffered heavy losses, blood and tears flowing like streams of sorrow. The land of Nocturna that was once beautiful, now filled with countless battle scars, like a body tortured beyond recognition. Amid the ruins of the once great empire, Seraphina's loyal followers gathered their strength one final time, like hope's flame flickering one last time before extinguishing, led by her most faithful general. The loyal general shouted to the heavens, his voice filled with unwavering determination and faith. For Empress Seraphina, for the future we dreamed of, fight until your last breath. The vampire soldiers roared in response, their voices echoing across the battlefield like the cry of a phoenix ready to rise from ashes. They attacked the human army with courage, even knowing their chances of victory were slim. The battle raged fiercely, sword clashing against sword, blood spattering and staining the earth crimson. The roars of the wounded and screams of the dying rang out like the world's final song before extinction. The loyal general fought tirelessly, his sword dancing the dance of death, cutting down enemies one by one. But then an arrow pierced his chest. The general fell to the ground, blood flowing, yet his lips still whispered final words. Seraphina, I have fulfilled my duty. May your spirit find peace. In Nocturna's eternal night halls, we shall meet again. One by one, the vampire soldiers fell like leaves in autumn wind. Their courage could not withstand the human army's overwhelming force. Finally, when the last vampire fell, the sounds of war gradually quieted, leaving only the gasping breaths of the victors. Only the steadfast belief that they would meet again in the afterlife remained as a soul's promise connecting them before departure. The victorious humans stood amid the battlefield's ruins, their eyes filled with emptiness and confusion. Their victory tasted bitter, like fruit rotted before ripening. Nocturna's meadows that were once verdant now became a vast cemetery, like an enormous canvas painted with blood's red and death's black, bearing witness to the terrifying price of hatred and fear. But then, amid the darkness and despair, a faint whisper of hope arose, like a small stream's sound flowing forth.
one human soldier whispered, tears welling in his eyes. "Is this truly what we wanted? This mutual destruction?" Another replied, his voice trembling with guilt. "Perhaps Empress Seraphina was right. We should have listened to her, should have given peace a chance." Seraphina's curse still echoed in the wind as a reminder of hatred and division's price, yet simultaneously served as hope for a better future. In this moment of darkness, Seraphina's spirit seemed to hover above Nocturna's ruins, like gentle moonlight shining in a starless night. The final hope for a broken world. Her whispered voice drifted softly, floating with the wind. Learn from past mistakes. Open your hearts wide and create a new world where all lives can coexist peacefully. That is my dream, and I hope that someday it will become reality. And then, amid the darkness, small sparks of hope began forming, like tiny seeds taking deep root in soil soaked with blood and tears, ready to grow into trees of peace in days to come, if people choose to learn from this painful lesson and open their hearts wide enough to accept differences. The legend of Empress Seraphina and Nocturna's fall would continue to be told through generations as a reminder of love and forgiveness's power, and a warning of hatred and fear's consequences, so that future generations might learn and not repeat these mistakes, hoping that someday Seraphina's dream would become reality, and a new world where all lives coexist peacefully would be born. And that's tonight's tale, whispered from heart to heart. I'm Arabella, the Melody Teller, always here to tuck dreams into your night. Until we meet again, stay soft, stay brave, and let the moonlight find you. Good night, my starlit listener.